Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is now getting a bounce almost exactly from our major golden pocket support, and it seems like the entire pushdown was all a big trap. Let me show you why. Now, first we can definitely see that Bitcoin actually hit our daily high time frame area of support in a combination with the golden pocket at approximately 85,000 US dollars, almost to the exact dollar accuracy. And as we said yesterday, if we do hit our very important level, personally, I'm definitely interested to add some capital to my long trade on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and also Solana, but most importantly, the trading bots. Bitcoin and Ethereum trading bot were also buying the dip. So right now, of course, if we are going to be able to get some kind of a bounce back towards the upside, all of my trades probably are going to be in a very nice profit. However, we really need to go step by step because right now Bitcoin, yes, we hit the support level right here. However, we would still like to get another sign of strength, which is going to be for Bitcoin to reclaim another very important area of resistance, and more about that slightly later. Right now, let me actually share with you exactly why we are getting a bounce in the first place. Pay attention right now to the CVD indicator, to the yellow line. Yes, Bitcoin, after we hit our golden Fibonacci ratio, started forming some kind of a higher low right here. The CVD indicator, on the other hand, we got a brand new lower low. And what does it mean? It means selling pressure is coming in the market. Someone is clearly selling Bitcoin, but we are not moving lower. We were forming brand new higher lows right here, which means bullish divergence, bullish absorption on the CVD indicator, and of course also a bullish Bitcoin indication. This is right now why we are getting this specific bounce towards the upside. And also right now, when we are zooming in, let's just say on the 30-minute time frame, we can talk about our bullish market structure. So you can clearly right now notice, yes, for the past few days, Bitcoin has been getting a brand new low right here, a brand new lower high, another lower low, another lower high, another lower low, and right now with the entire bounce towards the upside, potentially we can right now say we got right now the first higher high after such a big bearish market structure on the 30-minute time frame. Potentially we might be expecting some kind of a higher low, and then of course also if we right now continue higher, if we are going to be able to reclaim the area of resistance where Bitcoin is trading us right now, we could be expecting some kind of an inverse head and shoulders pattern to actually play out. So what you can right now see, left shoulder right here, head, right shoulder potentially forming, and if we do go right to higher, reclaim the area of resistance where we are at the moment, we might be expecting a bigger push towards the upside directly towards our next very important area of resistance. Additionally, if we go right now higher, and if the bottom of Bitcoin is right now in, let me share with you also something very interesting not a lot of people are going to notice. Let's go for example on the 2-hour time frame, and we are going to go with our parallel channel connecting our higher lows with a diagonal area of support, extending this one towards the recent high. And what you can right here see, Bitcoin, if the bottom of course is right now in, and if we are actually going to continue right now higher from our golden Fibonacci ratio, we might be trading in some kind of an S&A channel, and the top of our S&A channel is going to come in almost exactly at our major areas of resistances. We have been mentioning them for the past few days. So clearly right now, some very significant levels are going to be higher. Right now, if Bitcoin does actually continue its way massively towards the upside, if the bottom is right now actually in. And this is right now why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are really possible. And of course also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now, let's talk about at what area is Bitcoin trading at the moment, and of course also, what is going to be the next important level we should right now really break towards the upside for us to get some kind of a sign of strength. What we are right now going to do, let's go with our fixed range volume profile, measuring the entire lower price action with volume, and you're right now going to see the point of control, the biggest volume cluster on Bitcoin at this specific area is coming in at approximately 87,000 US dollars. And this specific point of control right here, the red line, is really not a random price target. Why so? Because right now we can also go with our high time frame areas of resistances and support, and you can clearly see our weekly level, the orange line, coming in almost exactly at our point of control. So there is no doubt right now we are already trading at the area area of resistance. So of course, we really need to be slightly more careful, where potentially, yes, we might be getting a push towards the upside, but then as we said before, ideally then we start forming some kind of an inverse hand and shoulders pattern, and for Bitcoin to then finally reclaim our point of control and the weekly at approximately 87,000 US dollar area. Now, if we are going to be able to break this specific level towards the upside, the next level, as you can see right here, is clearly going to be the value area high at 88,500 US dollars. The value area high is then also going to be another important level, but why so? We can right now also go with the anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at this specific high. You're actually going to see the anchored VWAP is coming in almost exactly at the value area high. So yes, Bitcoin definitely does have right now some work to do. We need to start getting a push towards the upside, reclaiming some major areas of resistances, then also going above the value area high. And the most important volume level right now for Bitcoin is definitely going to be the value area high, simply because acceptance above the value area high is going to increase the probabilities for us to then go even higher towards the upside. On the other hand, if we do get a push down right now, going towards our value area low, in my opinion, a significant bearish Bitcoin indication. So what you're right now going to see, the value area low right here, the bottom volume level, is unfortunately not aligning with any other high-term time frame areas of support. Right now, the first high-term time frame support level, as you can see right here, is still going to be our daily level. And our daily level, in a combination with the golden Fibonacci ratio, is still going to be a very important level for Bitcoin to hold. Because if we are going to lose our golden Fibonacci ratio and our daily, the next target, yes, it is going to be the value area low. But here we have a problem. The value area low is not really a major area of support for Bitcoin. So this is right now why, if we do get a push down, losing our golden Fibonacci ratio, losing our daily level, it is simply going to mean the probability is going to increase that Bitcoin is going to drop even lower towards the upside for us to break our recent low right here, for us to go below 80,000 US dollar area. And if we are going to go towards 80,000 US dollar area, then simply our next targets are going to be the next daily and the weekly at approximately 80,000, 79, 78,000 US dollar area, or maybe even for Bitcoin to go literally just below our bigger low right here at approximately 74,300 US dollars. So don't get me wrong right now. I am not flipping extremely bullish on Bitcoin just yet. I am definitely aware, okay, we hit a very important price targets, and of course also ideally I would like for Bitcoin to actually get another push towards the upside. However, we need to see a sign of strength, and when we can right now say Bitcoin is probably going to continue higher, only after our weekly level right here is going to get reclaimed, only after our major point of control or the biggest volume cluster is going to be broken towards the upside. If we are able to do so, definitely a sign of strength on Bitcoin. Let's look for our next higher target, which is then going to be the value area high. But of course, because of that, because ideally I would like to see higher targets, I'm right now actually holding some very nice long trades on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and also Solana. But most importantly, the trading bots are actually buying the dip. Even if right now Bitcoin is going to go lower right here, maybe even towards 79,000 US dollar area, the bots are going to be buying Bitcoin until 65,000 US dollars and Ethereum until 2,000 US dollars. And literally, you can right now copy my exact trading bots using the first link down below, where you're going to create your own account on Pionex. The more you're going to deposit, for example, you deposit 100, you get 200 US dollar in free bonus. But also, the more you deposit, for example, you deposit 1,000, you get 600 US dollar bonus. You deposit 10,000, you get 3,000 US dollar bonus. But then also click this specific link down below in the description, because you're then going to deploy the bots, copy my exact settings for Bitcoin and Ethereum trading bot, and of course they are going to be buying the dip. Right now, let's actually pay attention to the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. I'm even going to refresh the website right here for us to get the latest data, and it really does look like we are once again being very low, approximately at the 16 level, which right now means clearly we are being in the extreme fear. People as of right now, simply because we got this specific push towards the upside, they are once again being very much fearful, they're being scared, and not only scared, of course, they are right now being significantly wrecked. So this is also actually one of the reasons why, personally, I really like to be adding something to my long trades right here, and of course also why I do remain using all of my trading bots right here, simply because People are right now scared on the entire push towards upside. Many of them are also probably going to be selling, but the thing is, if we are trading at the area of support, if everyone is of course wrecked, if everyone is scared right here, I really want to do completely opposite as majority of people and actually be looking for another buy or a long position. Additionally, pay right now attention to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 2-week time frame. Yes, for sure, we still do have some liquidations exactly below our recent low right here at approximately 83,300 US dollars, where approximately 170 million of long positions are going to get liquidated. However, you can clearly also see bigger liquidations are going to be exactly above the recent high, where approximately 182 million of short positions are going to get wrecked. So this right here is actually going to be more of a bullish than a bearish Bitcoin indication right here, and of course can also be another reason why ideally we are looking for a breakout towards the upside above the point of control, maybe even above the value area high, maybe then of course also for Bitcoin to continue even higher towards the top of our major ascending channel. So if you right now ask me with what trade I would right now go, of course my answer is going to be I much rather go with a long position right now on Bitcoin, setting the stop loss literally slightly below our golden Fibonacci ratio and the daily area of support, because again if the golden pocket and the daily is going to be lost, probably then we are going to go even lower towards downside. And with our higher target, of course, we are then ideally looking for Bitcoin to go at least towards the top of our ascending channel, maybe even towards the area of approximately 95,000 US dollars. If the trade right here is not going to play out, not a big deal. We are then still going to look for another buy trade slightly lower at our lower areas of support, but make sure you do have proper risk management, proper stop loss, proper position size if you're going to be looking to go with some kind of a long trade. Also right now, let's go with the Ethereum Bitcoin chart right here, because this one, it really does look like it is right now still trading almost exactly at our major diagonal area of resistance. And of course, if broken towards the upside, definitely a major bullish indication for the Ethereum price itself, because of course then Ethereum USD is probably going to get another major push toward the upside. The best support level for Ethereum, it is still going to be this specific golden Fibonacci ratio. However, if we first of all get a push toward the upside, simply pay attention to the major liquidity cluster at approximately 3,200 US dollar area, where potentially of course I'm not going to look for a long position anymore, but potentially we are going to look for a short position on Ethereum and of course also on Bitcoin. But nevertheless, right now first of all, let's see if we are able to reclaim our weekly and the point of control level, and let's see if we are going to be able to get some kind of a sign of strength on the Bitcoin price itself. And of course, if you want to right now use my exact bots right here, simply create an account on Pionex using this specific link, because the more you're going to deposit, the bigger bonuses you're going to get. And yes, unfortunately, the event is going to end literally in 1 day and 2 hours. And also then use my exact bots and deploy them with this specific link down below in the description. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.